And so we spoke about how when you're older, you get techniques for, like your post-it notes. Even I have post-it notes. So does that mean that executive function can get better with age, or do you just learn to deal with it?
I think it does develop with age. You learn new kind of pathways for things. You try things don't work, so you try a different method. So yeah, I think it can improve with age, and like we said, it's sort of around 25 is when you get in those skills all mature. But everybody's always learning, everybody's always trying things out. If you don't succeed with that and you make a mistake, you try a different way to do it. And then when you find what works, you stick with what works. We do know that it declines later in life as you get older, but then that's when you bring those supports and those strategies back in place again. And you do use those tools and supports.
Yeah,
that help you.
I know for high school students, when they're going through that transition from intermediate to high, and they have different subjects at different times on their timetable, and so a way to help support students with that is colour coding their timetable to their books. So
clever.
in their timetable it might be, say, maths, and then they've got science, and then they've got English, for example. They say maths might be all blue, so anything that they need to take to maths, put a piece of blue tape on it. And so therefore they know, okay, what have I got first? I've got maths, so I've got to have all my maths stuff in here. What's next? Oh, I've got English, and that's all red, so I need everything that's got red tape on it in there. So they'll then go to class with the right equipment. And sometimes in some high schools there'll be, to make sure that they have the right materials, sometimes they will have spare exercise books, or they might have some pens and pencils available for those that are needed.
Or the ones that really struggle, they might have a tray in that specific classroom that's got all that stuff in it, and it doesn't leave that room, it just stays there, so they've already got it. But you can support them at home with that as well, in terms of thinking about all the things that they might need for a particular day. Having that visual up somewhere where they are going to look at it. So there's a couple of students that I've worked with where the parents have put the information on the fridge. Well, they don't look at it, but if it's on the back of the front door, I'm going to see that before I walk out the door, and that's going to jog my memory that this is what I need. Having everything in a set place at home, so if they get home and they always do homework in the same place, have a homework box that's got all the tools that they need for homework within that box. And everything goes back into that box afterwards. Specific places for when you come home with your drink bottle and your lunchbox, they go in a specific place, so you know that you've got to get them from that place in the morning. Sometimes for younger kids, we've done like little visuals on the bag, little flip key rings. That these are the things that I need, and the key rings might change each day if they've got a PE kit or something else they need to remember. For some kids, it's on the outside of the bag. For those that maybe want to be a bit more discreet, it's on the inside of the bag, and it's just a visual check of, I need this before I leave the house. And then at the end of the school day, it's, I need to check that all these things are going back into my bag. It just helps them to remember.
I've started setting an alarm at night for certain things we have to remember, because as parents, you probably still have to help. Can't put it all on the kid.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well, trying to do as much as you can to pre-prepare. So anything that can be done the night before, anything that's already in the bag by the front door ready to go is going to make it quicker.
I think that's the big one, getting ready the night